what I have found is over the course of my life and in the Word of God that there are at least 3 occasions in which God will open a door for his people. The first occasion that God opens doors in the lives of his people, get this, are in times of trouble. I found that oftentimes when I am praying about a situation, that I'm believing God for direction or for clarity or for wisdom, I found that oftentimes when I'm expecting a word from God, instead I've seen God, instead of giving me a word, he answers my prayers by just opening a door. I've learned over time, and I've seen this happen time and time again. I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't looking for it. I was looking for a different type of provision. I was looking for a different type of answer. The way I thought God was going to manifest his provision and his help in my life was going to be one thing, but then all of a sudden I begin to take inventory of the situation. I realized God has opened a miraculous door in my life. And I want to encourage you, if that's you here today, and you're looking across the landscape of your life, and you see trouble on one side, and you see instability on one side, that if you'll just take a look, that realize that God has opened some doors for you, I want to just encourage you, that might be the very answer that God is providing for you. Come on, that's right, put your hands together. So he says to this church in Revelations 3:10, and 11, because you have kept my commandments to persevere. He said, I will also keep you from the hour of trial which shall come upon the whole world, to test those who dwell on the earth. Behold, I'm coming quickly. Hold fast what you have, that no one may take your crown. It was this church in Philadelphia that was holding on to what they had. Although they were weak, they were surrounded by turmoil and trouble. We find here a depiction of Jesus opening a door for them to enter in. You know, I don't know about you. I hate to admit this, but sometimes I get a bad attitude. And I've noticed something about myself that I've got this weird little pet peeve. And I hope there's someone in here that can relate to this, or I'm just gonna be honest with you today, folks. One of the things I've noticed when I'm in sales and I'm out just calling on customers, and I'm, walking into businesses or walking into office buildings or just any sort of public place, for some reason I've noticed, I don't know what it is, I'll be walking into a building and I'm probably 50 feet away from the entrance of the door, and someone is being kind to me and they're ahead of me, and they'll be at the door before me, and I'm just taking my time and I'm not in a hurry, and I'm just kind of just going at my own pace, and I'm just in my own peaceful state of mind, and they're standing there at the door. They get there before me, and on any normal circumstances, they should just walk into the door and just go about their business. But out of the kindness of their heart, they see me, and in consideration for me, they stand there holding the door open. Now, I don't know, probably you've had the same situation. It's in that moment you've got a decision to make. Am I gonna, I'm a terrible person. Am I gonna get a bad attitude? And am I just going to look them in the eye and keep walking at the same gingerly pace I'm walking at and just let them hold that door as long as it's going to take me to get there? Or do I hurry up and scurry into the door? I don't know why that gets on my nerves. I'm just being honest with you here today. Is anyone else like that today? Or maybe you open the door for somebody. Or maybe you open the door for somebody and they're taking their time. You're like, hey, I got an appointment to get to. I got something I'm trying to be kind to you and keep this door open. You better get through the door. Hurry up. But you see, the reality is that's the depiction that we find here of Jesus. That Jesus has come to this church and he has opened the door for them. And he's just waiting for them to walk through the door of provision and healing and help and security. Come on, somebody. I just feel like maybe that's where some of us are here today, that the Lord has gone out ahead of us and he's opening the door into our next space, into our next provision, into our next blessing, into our next answered prayer. And he's waiting for you to hurry up and to get through the door. Come on, God does see where you are. God does know what you're going through, and God is holding open a door for your life.